Okay.
Hey, hey.
Now, I'm going to ask you again.
Hey, hey.
Are you sure you want to talk about this?
Let's get it.
All right.
Wait a minute. I'm going to take me a little drink.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead. No, I just, like I told you, it's before, it's just me. I'm human, bro. But I feel like this is how it's going to help me get through it. I can't keep it in. So let's talk about it.
You also said you went from having 6 kids to none on your end.
Yes, sir.
How the hell does that happen? But before you do that, hold on. Wait. Before you do that, put your glass up.
Oh, I didn't even know you had a glass. See, I was about to sip. That's how to show you how much I ain't been
Put your
paying
glass
attention.
up. Let's toast.
Yes, sir.
Third time around.
My guy.
This is across the table.
Woo.
With the homeboy Berto Lee.
He trying to kill me, y'all.
Bring it home for me.
So, I hate saying, they teaching stop saying, but, yeah, man, I had a situation where, as I was explaining to you somewhat, we talked about it off the scenes, the kids, well, my daughter, was going through some hard things. And, me being the person that I am, being the father that I am, she asked me, made me promise to get her to try and change her environment. She felt some type of way. And mind you, all behind the scenes, I tried to navigate this the best way possible. I sat her down with her mom, had her and her mom talk, tell your mom everything you telling me, so it wasn't like I was pulling no snake shit or trying to be the bad guy. I'm trying to fix this. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally trying to, hey, let's get this back on track, because one, like, this little girl is my heart, and for her to hurt, I don't like. Hey, listen, man, the girls in my life and my wife, when they hurt, they cry, anything goes on with them, sends me into a frenzy. And
it's like that protective instinct kicks in.
Bro, it's the protective instinct. I just instantly feel stuff that I don't like to feel, because at that point, I'm capable of doing anything without even thinking, because these girls are my world. But so, we had to talk, which it came up beforehand, once again, ran it past her. This had been going on nonstop, talk to the wife at my house, talk to the other kids, hey, yeah, she coming, everything was solid. So I'm feeling strong now, because literally my backbone with me, the kids is on board, everything is straight. Bet. Well, what we gonna do? We'll figure out everything else once she get here.
You just wanted them to get there.
I just let me go. Let me fly. Let me fix it. And and it's just like I told you, that's one of the things, like, I can't say it no other way. It's just control. Me being able to control certain things and handle certain things, it's just I don't want to say it's embedded in me, but I feel it's just there. So
we have a natural, embedded in us, nature level instinct to want to protect.
Okay, listen,
but that's biology,
bro. I'm listen. I've been dealing with all this, man. I've been finding out more about myself, and just trying to understand the different the feelings, the emotions, the all of it. Why am I, just, it's taking me back to just understanding everything, even just from me being a child before it comes to this point. But literally, man, so let me get back to that, because I was getting off. I went to file for custody. I went down, I had, daughter was born. I had got.
Before you get into that,
okay,
what would be the steps that you would take if you wanted to go get custody?
First and foremost, you need to make sure you have DNA on file or request for a DNA, you need to go down to the child support office and you can request it, or you can pay for it yourself. You can almost order it off of Amazon if you really want DNA that bad. It's a lot of ways to get DNA. And then you gotta go, you get the paperwork, you file the paperwork, they stamp it or whatever once it's done. In my case, my paperwork had already been filed. I had DNA done on my daughter 2013, a year after she was born. Due to other circumstances with the little boy, with my little guy. So it kind of made me like trust issues.
We all got them.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like going through that, having the issues that I have, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me do this. So, that was already done. Now, I ain't have to do nothing else on that part. So I got that out the way, but you literally got to establish paternity, DNA, et cetera, et cetera. And then you pay the money to file the motion, and then they file the motion, and it starts from there in the court. Well, in my case, since I already had it done, I sped it past that, and they found my paperwork, brought me my papers as I was waiting. The lady asking my name, asked me my daughter's name, gave her the name, and she pulls these papers, and she turns with me with this spook look on her face. Now I'm looking like, is there another kid I got that I don't know nothing about? Like, I mean, I'm not
thinking the absolute,
I'm not thinking this way. I'm thinking
you thinking the whole other way.
Because again, I got this done in 2013. 2013. I never seen the papers, never got the papers. So in my head, no news is good news. That's how I take it. So anyway, man, she turns and look at me. What's your name? I just told you my name. Like, now you starting to make me mad. Like, I just told you my name. What's the little girl name? Gave her the name. What's the mama name? Gave her the mama name. She look at me, look at the picture. Because my picture, mind you, they take pictures of you. When you go file for DNA, all that, it's all right there. They got pictures of you. I mean, you might not look the same as you did then, but they got pictures of you. Ain't no way around it. So literally, man, turned on and looked at me. She came from out of, because they in a cubicle. She came out of her cubicle, brought the file folder, walked me over to the corner. You sure that's you? Yeah. No, this can't be you. That's me. I'm going to go get my supervisor. All right, wait a minute. What the hell's going on here? So mind you, security done walked up.
It's that type of news where they think you gonna wild out.
Pretty much. But this is, once I tell you, you'll understand why. So, now at that point, I'm really like, fuck, I got another kid I ain't know nothing about. They about to arrest me for all this back child support, and I ain't even know. I'm going down. Shit, I gotta call the wife. I'm gonna explain this shit. I ain't even know. I really didn't know.
You see how many thoughts go through our head with some shit pop off?
Man, listen. Like, real shit. Like, I'm channeling every thought, how do I explain this? How did I not know about this? Why the chick didn't even tell me? Because now I'm out here looking like bozo, when that ain't even the case. 10 years. Day one. Rockabye, bottles, sing-alongs, zoo trips, stroller rides, car rides when they couldn't sleep in the car, swaddles, all nine, you name it, been there. Change diapers, all that. That's me. That type of that. That type of guy. Whatever. I don't care. I got nice stuff on. They got nice stuff on. That guy. I get a haircut. You get a haircut. That guy. Not that I'm going to look better than my kid type. I don't care. They just going to tear it up. I don't care. It's not the point. I don't care what it costs. They didn't ask to be here, so in my head, I owe this to them.
I am so glad you said that, because I was always taught, and every father that I've had on here has said that once that child is born, it automatically becomes your responsibility to make sure that child has the absolute best life possible, because it's not about you, it's about the child, and you have that responsibility.
Period.
You understand what I'm saying?
Which hence why I'm at the child support office filing for custody. See where we're going? So, supervisor comes out. I need you to sit down. No, not sitting down. I need to be able to stand. She read the paper to me. Not even gonna lie, I blacked out. And before I say what it said, literally, I'm just like, bitch. and not because it was just like, bitch. Somebody gotta die. So, and I'm gonna explain once I get to that point. Don't call the police after me, y'all. That's just my emotions out of what I was dealing with at that time.
Crimes of passion happen both ways.
So I read the paper, and it said that the relationship between the alleged father and child does not exist, which is my name. I'm gonna keep her name quiet just because I don't know who might see it, but I don't want to speak on that other half into existence. Get it out.
The relationship between said father and child doesn't exist.
0.00%. Mind you, I've been taking care of her for 10 years.
This is every man's worst nightmare.
Facts. And that's why I decided to just go ahead and talk about it, because I know it's other people that deal with it and don't speak on it. And I understand why, because it's a roller coaster. You up and down, your emotions back and forth. You go through a lot of different phases, bro, and it's hurtful. But that's not the kicker. But go ahead, finish. I want you to speak.
No. There's more. I'll mute my mic.
So, that happens. And they show me the picture of me again. This is you, right? Yeah. This is her, right? Yeah. We mailed you 2 copies. I never got it. You sure? I'm positive. I've never seen these papers before in my life.
So she knew.
Now you see where my anger comes from.
Why wouldn't she tell you?
Because we went through this once before. Remember, there's another kid.
How did your wife take it?
Honestly, I don't even know 100% her emotions, because she's been so wrapped up in making sure I'm okay. Because I call her. Literally, once they told me that, and mind you, we in the lobby. Now the lobby has chairs. It was, if my eyes could project it like a movie screen, there was about 15 to 20 women in there. One guy, the workers, and all the women looked. And the one girl said, you know what, it's sad because you're actually here trying to do the right thing. And yet, I can't get my baby daddy, my kid's father, to do anything. And then the lady came to me, the worker, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. At that point, I done turned red. Just because I'm steaming, I'm trying to...
How can you not be pissed off?
Yeah, I'm trying to process. I'm trying not to flip out. I'm trying, like... But at that point, it was like I had an outer body experience. Like literally, like I called my wife and my mom. My wife stopped what she was doing, told me don't jump in my car, don't take my ass nowhere. She's coming to get me.
'Cause she didn't want you to do something stupid.
Exactly. She knew where I was going. She knew what I was about to do. That's the difference between having somebody real by your side and somebody fake. That's the difference between real love and just talk. Because she could have just let me go on about my business. All right, well, I'm at work. You got to figure it out. Stop what she was doing. Missed some of her pay for the day to come see about her husband and make sure her husband was okay. And then every phone number to my friends, cousins that she had, she called. And literally put me on while out launch. Make sure you do not let him out your sight and keep him close because nobody knows what he's going to do.
She had you on lockdown.
I was allowed to go outside, but not without a chaperone.
What can you do?
I can't answer it. I'm still dealing with it. I'm still processing it.
This is every man's worst fear. Every man that I have come across in this YouTube space is terrified of taking care of a kid that don't belong to them. This is why I think DNA testing should be mandatory at birth. Flap your gums if you want to. I'm sitting across the table from one of the men who would have benefited from knowing if that child was his. If DNA testing was fucking mandatory at birth.